Louis Christie, welcome to the podcast.
Nigel Thomas, nice to be here again.
Could this be the last podcast?
What?
Well, in some respect it is, because this is probably the last podcast on Spotify, because Spotify are shits. Spotify are withdrawing at the end of this month, well, beginning of June 2024, the option to do music and chat for no good reason that I can say. So this is the last one. So we're going to have to decide after this whether to, whether our tens of listeners will move to YouTube, or if we do a piratey version on SoundCloud. Let us know, because we've got to decide whether it is whether we should continue.
Well, we've always been on YouTube.
Yep.
And the good thing about that Spotify thing was that it was legal, as is YouTube with the playlist thing, but it's a bit of a hack. I always thought this show, we were harking back to the good old days of radio. Yeah.
So maybe we should just do like an illegal version on SoundCloud, put the whole thing in.
Or we'd have to. We could do a thing with like only new bands who agree to, for us to put them on SoundCloud. That would get around the copyright, wouldn't it?
New band Natters.
New band, but it'd be admin, wouldn't it? To get people to sign things.
Yeah, it's probably more effort than we're willing to put into it.
Anything more than no effort
is going to be pushing the envelope for us. Yeah.
Music Natters.
But if it is the end, then I think we've got a fine back catalogue of work.
Yes,
it's all about leaving behind a body of work, isn't it? We haven't covered every subject.
And you're talking about, is this the end? In total,
could be, Louis.
The end of the music. How long have we been doing it for?
Although it's a shame really, because we should have ended it drunk. We should have ended as we started it. But I don't think we've got time to cram in a drunken podcast.
We've been going over a year, haven't we? But I always say the Music Natters podcast is a good excuse to have a laugh with my good old mate Nigel Thomas.
Yeah, you do say that, don't you?
Like, it's nice to come and see you, and I've got a reason to do it. So I think we should keep going. Just
okay.
This is sort of what we would be doing anyway.
Okay,
isn't it?
Yeah, it's true. Well, I'll think about it. Let me put it that way. No, love to carry on. Love to. But let us know, listeners, if you would, if you're currently just, if you've listened to all of these on Spotify, would you listen on YouTube? It's not always as convenient. It is if you pay for YouTube Premium, because then you can, listen with your phone.
I have YouTube Premium. It's about $10 a month or something. And then you can listen to podcasts, but you can press the power button and it locks in your pocket, because it's so annoying.
And Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, but if you're for free, then you have to have it on, don't you? And then you put it in your pocket and then accidentally presses pause or whatever. It's
adverts and all that as well.
But maybe people would be willing to do that for
us.
Let
us know. Yeah, it doesn't seem hugely likely, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Yes. This podcast, Louis, I'm going to tell you now, it's just me and my friends. It is musicians I know. And I'm going to put one of my songs in again as well, because why not?
Well, I always thought that from the start. I mean, if it doesn't get any advertising revenue, you'd get your 0.001 pence. And why not promote your own stuff?
But these are all great songs as well, so there's that added greatness.
Great.
So fear not, these are all going to be good songs too. And we're going to start with an absolute belter of a song.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a belter. I'm going to put it on. You might recognise it, we'll see. But this is a brilliant track that we're going to kick off this could be final podcast.